went from his first race being like, literally, that's what it was all about.
Let's get it on.
I was about to make the most disgusting comment, and I had to catch myself.
Thank you for catching yourself. But he went from marrying a woman 20 years older than him to fucking 20 years younger.
He got tired of that old.
Well, he married her to get on. He married her to get on. That was Barry Gordy's sister. So he did. He was trying to. He was just trying to get up. I do remember that. He loved her, but he also used her.
I mean, so that he can get with the little baby.
They came during the divorce, and he got inspired and made one of his best albums. But it's hard to.
We're moving on.
And let's move on.
Everybody's fucking disgusting. What? Jesus Christ. My God.
We talked about this the other day. The industry is just disgusting.
We just gonna have, that's gonna be a whole separate podcast. That's
gonna be a whole,
next week.
That's gonna be a whole series, really. That's disgusting. And
the real side of the industry.
Yeah.
What was that? There used to be in the 90s, Behind the Music.
Yes.
Yeah, we should bring that back.
I want to bring that. I want to bring Behind the Music and Diary back.
Like, let's do our home. Yeah, we got a new show coming. New show coming to y'all. Anywho, we're moving on to the topic of the week because we've been talking bullshit the whole time.
Basically.
So I wanted to talk about the black TV shows, the best and the worst of black TV shows for this week, topic of the week. Only because it's cancellation renewal season for a lot of TV shows. Pilots are being canceled or given a green light. And some of y'all favorite shows have been canceled. I find it hilarious. I just wanted to talk about the best of black TV shows. So, Jeremy, did you watch a lot of TV growing up or some TV?
I did. So, being like a late 80s baby, in the 90s, there was a lot of like black family TV shows. There was just a lot of good sitcom in the 90s, to be totally honest. There's a lot of bad ones, but there was just a lot of good ones too.
What were some of your favorite ones?
So just black ones? We are talking about black ones, right?
Yep.
So obviously, Family Matters.
Yes.
I used to have such a love-hate relationship with the dad, Carl. But like the older I get, the more I sympathize with Carl, and I can't really stand his goddamn kids.
I hate with Carl.
You know,
damn, what?
I'm serious, man.
What
as a kid, it's probably like he don't let them do shit.
Exactly.
He always got something to say.
Right. Like
and
let
then
them
you
be
become
kids.
an adult, and it's like
I
fucking understand why he always had something to say.
Yeah, but he also had to be a dad. You know what I mean? And some stuff I just like read between the lines on. Like you got a young girl and you got this boy that's lusting over your daughter, like, and he's coming over all the time. But you know he's a really nice boy, and low key you want her to be with a guy like that because he was a fucking genius. You know what I'm saying? Urkel was a goddamn genius, and he would have worshipped the ground. Some dude's trying to bang your like 14-year-old daughter. He's 14.
Real life.
You were 14 before you knew what the hell was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to smash.
Right.
Schmank.
Right.
But he didn't think she would ever go for him. So
that's why he allowed him to come over all the time, bro.
He wasn't a threat.
Right.
That's also why he was sometimes an asshole to Steve, also.
Exactly. What do you
They were all
Steve?
an asshole to Steve, though.
I mean, yeah.
He was easy to be an asshole, too, though.
Carl was like on a different level.
But each season progressed, he warmed up to him.
Exactly, because he realized that Steve was just a good kid who was acting out his normal 14 adolescent-year-old ways. Carl probably saw his 14-year-old self in him, just not as smart as Steve was.
Side note, I always thought this. I never watched The Big Bang Theory, but I always felt like that was a knockoff for Family Matters.
Never got that.
The whole nerdy thing, like. I watched a couple episodes that just nerdy and scientific. That I thought like, okay, this is kind of similar to Family Matters.
I can see why you would say that, but it's a little too different, bro.
Yeah, never got that. I've never watched an episode of The Big Bang Theory. I know what it is, but
the clips are way better than the show.
Yeah, I'm like, how the fuck does this shit last for 10?
Sheldon is better than Sheldon Cooper. Basically, the star, the spinoff is actually better, low key.
Based on him. Okay, cool. Back to black TV shows.
True.
Right? Okay, cool.
So that one, obviously, and everybody loves Martin. How well written was that show that you can watch Martin 25 years?
I got a hot take.
All right.
The first 3 seasons are hilarious. The last season is dry.
It was only 5 seasons, so 5.
I'm saying the last season was dry. The 4th season was good, but you saw like he kind of was falling off the wagon. But I think that was because of behind the scenes stuff and the chemistry with Martin and so it made season 5 really be dull because she left and they had to come up with these storylines. It was cool, but it wasn't as funny. But the first 3 seasons are fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
but I feel that way about the Fresh Prince also. Like the first 3 seasons, I prefer the old Anvil versus the replacement Anvil.
Everybody preferred the old Aunt Viv.
It was still funny, but it was like
we only acknowledge one Aunt Viv in real fucking life.
The dark skin Aunt Viv.
Like Daphne Reed, girl, we sorry, but she played the new Aunt Viv.
Yeah.
We only acknowledge as fucking black people say dark skin.
Dark skin.
What is her name? I can't think of the actress's name right now.
Yo, she be spitting fire, man.
Like, do you understand?
I see why they didn't like working with her.
Internet?
I see why they didn't like working with her, but she don't give a fuck.
She still hates Will.
Is it Janet something?
She does.
Janet
Hubert. Janet Hubert. Yeah, because I was about to say Janae Dubois, but she's from A Good Time.
Yeah.
Janet Hubert. Yeah. I believe that's it. But she be wilding on the internet.
She does.
Real life.
She does.
Okay, so we got the Fresh Prince.
I mean, friend of mine, Fresh Prince, Martin, Living Single.
Living Single's my joint. Different
I didn't
world.
get that. I didn't get that when it first came out. But
we were too young, bro.
I was too young, and I didn't.
If that show came out right now, it would be like a revelation, bro.
That's the thing that I guess one of the writers for Friends was watching it, and that's where he came up with the concept of Friends.
Really?
That was the thing.
Is that like the you know? Hold on. But look though. Black people have theories about everything. Black. We do. We be like, oh man, they stole that shit because they do be stealing shit from us.
They do.
But we know it's true. But like, Living Single, man, is right now that show is highly rewatchable.
Oh yeah.
Highly rewatchable.
It's very good.
It is.
I would on YouTube all day and just watch episodes of Living Single.
I'm not mad at that.
Real life.
Just watch it.
They put it on Prime or Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Oh yeah, it's on Hulu. I see TV One shows every morning. That's why I watch it before I go to work.
But I'm like that every day. You can literally just sit and watch reruns.
It was ahead of its time.
Yo, a show that I used to hate on when I was a kid that like now Mal wasn't into it was Sister.
Why was you hating on that?
Because it was like because it came on as like the same time as like Dragon Ball Z or something like that. It came on at the same time as like another like cartoon that was like for boys. And my grandma was like, no, let them watch that show. And I was pissed every time. So I just could not get with it. I could not get with it. Wow. And like now I regret it. I regret it now because it's a good show. Another show I hated, That's So Raven.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
That's So Raven.
Exactly.
It's the future I can see.
Well, she's back on Disney now. That's a mom.
Is she really?
Yeah.
I'm with that.
That's how I felt when my mama was watching stories and I went to fucking watch Pokemon.
See?
Or some shit.
Boom.
Like,
there it is.
Like, what?
There it is.
Gotta catch 'em all. Right.
Low key, all the Malcolm and Eddie. Love that show.
That's on my list.
It was a good show.
That's on my list.
You know what I'm saying? The Steve Harvey show is actually really fucking good.
No.
We shat on him a lot earlier. We shat on him a lot earlier. You didn't like that show, bro?
Somebody put up a review and said it was one of the worst shows.
No,
I don't
this
remember
is
the fuck I was reading.
This is the thing. That's a list of shows, personally, that I liked as a kid, that I would look at now like, how the fuck did I look at this show? That's on my list.
You gotta also understand that it was the 90s and shit was just different.
That shit was dry as fuck.
Wow.
I fucked with it. I'm sorry. I fucked with it, bro.
Steve and Regina whatsoever.
And Miss Piggy.
Only the two characters that brought that fucking show to life are Sad, Lavila and Sid. They chemistry was legit.
Yeah.
That's what kept that show going.
I mean,
I also like the student Bullethead.
Romeo.
Yeah, Romeo.
And then
Lydia.
Lydia. Like, they were cool, but
they were the show. I can get that now.
They were saying they were the show, but your main character was dry as fuck.
He was basically Mr. McFeeny. It was like Boy Meets World, Jay.
That was a better show. They had better writing.
Boy Meets World was dry as fuck, and I love that shit.
That shit had decent writing, though. Better writing.
Bro, don't give it too much
credit. We know why.
Don't give it too much credit, bro.
No,
I like Boy Meets World a lot, bro, but let's not go overboard.
You like the Topanga. Let's keep it 100.
I mean,
because everybody fucking liked Topanga.
Hell yeah.
Bro, she's vilified.
Hell yeah.
Person.
I don't know what it is, but you look like Topanga.
Ultimate. She's like in the pantheon of Girl Next Door.
Even the black girl.
You know what I'm saying?
Pantheon, I'm over you. Go the fuck away.
She's top 10 Girl Next Door, like, status. I'm sorry.
Wow.
All time. She's all time.
But Whack show.
This is up to like the 10 dudes that I know personally that y'all are literally like fangirling over fucking Topanga.
Listen, man. One of my first white girl crushes.
We need to make a Facebook page.
Everybody, like the exceptional white girl crush, everybody, like all the dudes agree on Topanga.
Yo, you got, how can you not agree on that?
All right. Y'all gotta make this part of man love.
We do.
We all want to smash Topanga.
Meanwhile, we argue about the black girl, but we all agree Topanga the white girl.
Yo, can I throw another one out there? Did y'all watch Saved by the Bell?
Yes.
Okay, obviously Lisa was an absolute fox.
The original?
Yeah, the one when they got to high school. I watched it. So there was one when it was like they were like really young, and then there was one. There was later where like AC Slater came. And
it wasn't called Saved by the Bell. It was called something else when they was in elementary school.
Oh, I was like, I don't remember that.
They canceled that. They rebooted it and say that's the first season, but that was the actual different show. So that's when they got AC Slugger and them. They renamed it Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, because I don't think Kelly Kapowski was in that one.
She wasn't in there. It was just Zach, Screech, Lisa. They was all little kids in school.
Right.
They converted it and moved it to Bayside High.
Because there was another kid in there that wasn't on Saved by the Bell. It was pretty decent.
It was decent.
Okay.
Like they call it the first season of it now on syndication TV, but it legitimately was not Saved by the Bell. It's called something totally different. They rebooted it and just did that.
Eric with the corporate knowledge. But yeah,
no,
Kelly Kapowski.
I literally Wikipedia this.
Kelly Kapowski.
Kelly Kapowski.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
I'm talking about Lisa, we love you. Lark Voorhees, big shout.
Yeah.
She looks weird now. Sorry, Lark. Sorry.
Very much so.
Hey, look, my thoughts and prayers. But
like legit,
all
Lark, you need all of the thoughts and prayers.
Kelly Kapowski is Tiffany Amber Dees. She just
she
looks good.
She was fine on Saved by the Bell. She was fine on Beverly Hills.
We talked about black TV shows.
Right.
But back to
white people.
Whack TV show, Steve Harvey show, Wayne Brothers.
I fucked with that, man.
Bernie Mac show.
Fucked with it heavy, G.
You saying that's whack?
No, I'm asking you.
No, that's fucking hilarious.
Okay, because Eric got about to
No, that's fucking hilarious.
All right.
Bernie Mac's one of the greatest.
Did y'all rock with D.L. Hughley show?
That's on my list. I like the Hughley.
Please tell me you like
50-50.
I was 50-50 on it. I liked it more than I didn't like it.
50-50.
That's me.
Okay.
But they did have like some episodes that just dragged.
When it was on ABC, he was being more controversial. When we went to UPN, he kind of
goddamn UPN. That's why all the black shows were.
Wait. But hey, low key though, Moesha.
Moesha.
What about the spinoff of Moesha? What was that?
The Parkers.
The Parkers, yeah.
That's my shit.
Yo, low key.
Parkers was funny.
It was funnier than Moesha. Moesha wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was more entertaining than Moesha, G.
It wasn't supposed to be funny, like you said. It was more of a dramedy.
You're right, bro.
Moesha was a dramedy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Parkers was like complete comedy.
Yeah,
it was.
You had comedians on it. You had Monique. So it was more funny based.
The daughter was funny. What was her name? Countess Vaughn?
Yeah, Countess Vaughn was a
She was a nice, she could play off Monique. Because Monique used to carry that show at times. Because she was a seasoned comedian. She, you know what I'm saying?
That's what made it funny. Her interactions with the professor. And
the Jamie Foxx show.
Jamie Foxx show was my shit.
Yo, Jamie Foxx show was
Jamie,
Eric,
fancy.
I just played. I want to hear your opinion on this. Go ahead, dog.
All the UPN and WB shows, I obviously hate it. Some Girlfriends, that's like one of the greatest TV shows.
Girlfriends, forgot about that shit. Half and Half.
Half and Half was
Wayne's Brothers was like.
Nah. That was on my list. Let's see. Stuff that was funny as hell.
You can watch it now, though.
It's not funny.
I can't because I tried.
Damn, I guess I'm the one out of this. I fuck with Wayne's Brothers, man.
Again, as a kid, I loved all these shows, but as I look at it as a grown up, I'm like, nah.
Yo, isn't the Jamie Foxx show just that? What was that show with the two white kids on Nickelodeon where they were like living in a hotel and they're Zach was like, what was young
the
Zach?
Sweet Life?
Your Sweet Life. Isn't that like, because they was at like, didn't they work in a hotel?
No, they just lived. I think they parents owned it or something.
I never really. I think
But on the Jamie Foxx show, they worked at a hotel, right?
That was his aunt and uncle's hotel.
They owned it.
They owned it. Right at the end, he inherited it, but they gave it to Braxton.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like
honestly, I don't feel like
that
was.
Oh yeah, I fucking love Braxton.
I mean, legit.
He played the shit out that role.
Jamie Foxx show was a funny show, but it's just something I can't go back and just look back at.
Definitely.
With that being said, Fancy is fine as fuck.
Oh my
Fancy
God,
will always be fine.
Oh my God.
Yo,
she was in Coming to America. She was one of the flower chicks. Yup.
She's also in Power. And she got banged
really?
by Ghost.
I never watched Power.
So it's
the last season. Power's a good show.
Okay. What about In Living Color? That's black.
In Living Color.
It was great at first.
Yeah.
And it kind of fell off the
wagon.
Once
the Waynes got out of creative control and they left, it kind of went downhill, I would say.
That's what happens with a
Yo,
lot
y'all
of
ever watch that show, Amen?
Amen was my joint.
Yo, I rocks with a heavy. Jack K was in it, man.
Sherman helped.
Yes.
Well, the Jeffersons in that case.
Oh, for sure.
Jefferson.
Good times. All that.
227. Y'all didn't like 227?
I didn't watch it quite as much.
I watched it when it was on syndication. I'm looking more at it now. I'm like, okay, it was pretty funny. It was
damn. What else did I watch?
Legit.
It's a lot of
Are we gonna omit the Cosby Show despite?
That's the GOAT. It's the GOAT.
Yeah.
That is the greatest black family sitcom of all time, bro.
Is it funny though? Like,
hell yeah, it's funny, bro. You gotta think about the time that it was.
I'm asking.
He's asking. Okay.
I'm asking.
Your tone be throwing us off.
I know, man. Like, bro, what? Also, the spinoff also in the top 10.
The spinoff is probably better than the original.
It's not better. It's different for sure.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's different because they went farther within the Cosby Show.
No, Eric, no.
They did. No, I'm saying with topics, with discussions, like.
Well, yeah, it was based on HBCU, like different world, right?
Yeah, but you could tell like the difference between the first season when Bill Cosby was more creatively involved than when they went Debbie Allen. Like I'm saying, the path where they went. So that's when they started doing it on the Cosby Show too, being more the youth, and it's not dry.
That's true. So it's the last few seasons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the last season they really.
Yeah, because A Different World got real serious once they got out of college and they started like living a real life and shit.
Yeah, they were still in college, but you just saw the characters.
Some of them wasn't. Like, Dwayne Wade became a professor and shit.
But
think about it now. Like, after we graduated college, it was like, oh, this shit is real.
Yeah, you can't be fucking around no more. I can't be chasing light-skinned girls no more.
Wow.
Hey, that's basically was like,
wow.
I mean, listen.
Same here. So I can't keep chasing light-skinned ass dudes. I had a complex. My God.
Really?
Yeah.
People generally like the opposite. It is what it is.
Of themselves?
Yeah. I'd take me some chocolate anything, but just throwing it out there. But
I sound real desperate out here in these streets, but I'm not. So I wasn't. I'm glad I didn't make that statement.
We appreciate that.
Wow. Okay, so cool. A lot of black shows. Which one of our favorite shows were canceled that we didn't agree with?
That was canceled?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Didn't all of them get canceled?
No, some just ended on their own terms. Like Family Matters technically was canceled.
Family Matters was canceled. Forgot about that shit. Didn't agree with that.
Like, well, how much longer were they gonna go?
And that's what I would say. Like, it really.
That's the thing about sitcoms.
And that was the thing too. Like, it got to the point where all these things Steve was doing, it was like, okay, how much?
Now, certain shows, I agree, should have been canceled. But like some shows, some black shows.
After like 3 seasons.
I agree with that shit. But some black shows, I feel like, don't last as long as the average white show that might get 6 to 8 seasons.
Girlfriends got canceled. That should not have gotten canceled.
I was so pissed off.
They never finished the storyline
at all. And then we've been begging
for a movie or something.
And she won't give us shit.
Well, she got her own personal.
So is Girlfriends like the black version of Sex and the City?
Basically.
I mean, I watched Girlfriend. I never really watched Sex and the City.
I would say the Bella version of Sex. I never watched it either, but I would say the Bella version.
I'm sure there's somebody out there who would.
I would say honestly, it was Living Single. I would say it was Living Single, then Sex and the City, then Girlfriends. Like that's the evolution of it. But I would say it's better than Sex and the City. It lasted longer. To me, it's a lot more entertaining. The room was a lot more beautiful.
I was like legit pissed
Tony
off.
Childs.
All of them was good looking, man.
They all were. I had a crush on all at one point. But Tony
and
Childs.
Which one is Tony Childs?
The dark skin one, the one who had the.
The one that always. The what?
The bougie.
She looks like Yvonne Orji.
Who's that?
The actress, Molly from Insecure.
Well, her actual name is Gilmarie Jones. I follow her on social media.
All right, Eric.
She's baby.
Okay, cool.
I'm with it.
For knowing his name that I couldn't think of.
Oh God.
Gilmarie Jones, Golden Brooks, Tracy Ellis Ross. Who else we missing?
The mixed one.
Oh, Persia White.
Yes. I had a crush on I had a crush on them separately at one point.
Yeah, I went through a phase with every last one of them too.
New season.
Me too, man. I was like, why am I like attracted to you all of a sudden now?
I would say we're on this sleep with now. We have to just sleep with 2 of them.
Yo,
Persia White.
I low key love the guy.
He made it like.
What the fuck was his
name? He made it cool.
God, he did make it cool. It's like a nice.
William.
shit, something so simple.
Exactly. But he made it great. He made it available for the guys to watch.
He did, man. He was a nice, little cherry on top for that show.
Right.
I liked when his girlfriend/wife came in the show. What was her name? Tasha.
Her character name?
Character's name.
Yvonne.
Was it
No.
And he was about to marry Yvonne, and she left him at the altar, bro.
The other one.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of her character name.
I like when her character came along because it was like the right amount of crazy for him.
But they had to bring her back because Gia Marie wasn't coming back, so it needed to still have to be a 4-girl thing, and they kind of pushed her in there, but it still fitted.
One of them did leave.
Gia Marie Jones. She left after season 6.
Why did we?
She didn't even renew her contract.
Oh, she was probably like, man, I got better shit
because
to
she
do.
was banging somebody out on the show. I don't know what really happened.
Nah, I think she just wanted to be more known on movies.
She wanted more money.
Yeah,
and Mero was like, "We're not paying you.
This is UPN money. This isn't CBS money."
Right.
Like if you're paying somebody, it's gonna be Joan, to be honest. Tracy Ellis.
Arsenio Hall show was popping. Then he got canceled.
The first one.
And he came back and he got canceled again.
When that comeback should have been canceled.
Yeah, that wasn't that funny. He kind of was catching stride when he canceled. He was finally getting in.
The first one was solid for sure.
Was there any other black people that had their own talk show, a late night show?
Magic Johnson for like half a.
No, he don't count.
Damn.
It didn't run for long. I want to say it didn't even get the whole season.
Who?
Vibez had like a little variety talk show. Vibez magazine, they had some on UPN.
Did they really?
Yeah. Monique had on late night talk show on BT for like 3 seasons. Monique.
I did like the Monique show up until maybe like that 3rd season. I felt like she was trying to appeal to too many white people for me.
Well, that's what all.
But here's the thing. So that's a very interesting point. 60% of the country is European. You can't get over those numbers. You know what I'm saying? I want to say what? We only make up 14% of the population?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't make a show that's only going to appeal to 14% unless all of those 14% are watching. That's why 106 in Park worked for so long. It's like, man.
12% at the time.
Man, and we were nailing it. We were on it.
But they also they had also white viewership too.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's not like specifically like, okay, they just want to play specifically to the white audience. I don't like that stereotypical act that a lot of black people put on because they feel like this is gonna make white people.
But that's also why
you cannot be a threatening black person on TV.
But that's also why a lot of these shows that I don't like.
You can't. You cannot.
That's the shit that I hate though.
You can't be
white
Don
people
Imus.
make that up.
You can't be you can't be any of these like conservative, white dudes on TV. Not really. They'll be like, who is this nigga?
And that's why people are joining like fucking YouTube shows now. So some of our favorite actors and actresses were like, what happened to him? And now it's like, okay, well they on Hulu and all the streaming services and YouTube and shit. Because it's like, I would think that after a certain age or after a certain point in your career, you get fucking tired of not being able to be yourself. That's why, like right now, I see a lot of black people advocating for the freedom of expression of black people now. Because it's like, okay, well we did this shit long enough. And it's not like, well, I know that you can't not work with white people because, like you said, they make up the fucking population of the country. But at the same time, that whole stigma of how you need to act around white people is what really gets me. I can't get with that.
I feel you.
I'm gonna always be myself.
For sure, man. It just you might get a 2-year run acting like that. You know what I'm saying? You might get a 2-year run, and after that, man, good luck.
Unless you got enough power where they can't do shit to
Listen, bro. It better be your show, and you better be the executive producer.
Basically, Soul Train.
Man.
He had control of all of that.
He's not a threatening black dude though. He's just a cool ass black dude.
You need to watch that damn crappy ass BET show.
I can't.
If I say it's crappy, it's.
I can't get through a lot of BET shit.
It's too much shit involved.
Shout out to BET though.
Yeah, shout out to old BET. Shout out to old BET.
Old BET.
BET before Viacom.
Yeah, shout out to them because that was the best.
Bring it back on cut, okay?
No, we're not kidding. Bring that shit back.
We don't need it.
We can't bring. I just thought about
Man, go on Instagram. It's all out there for free. It's for free.
Just side note, can I please stop getting these spam ass porn ladies fucking inboxing me?
You too?
Oh
yeah, I don't want you.
That and whoever's selling weed. Stop friending me on Instagram. I'm good.
That shit too.
I'm good.
And now I got dudes DMing me talking about, hey, you want to make an extra $7,000? The fuck do you want me to do? I mean, yeah, I would like to make an extra $7,000, but I don't know. What do you want me to do? Stop messaging me. I'm cool. Last question I want to ask. So, what are some of the best black shows, TV shows that have the best quality and content? Because, I mean, we sat here and named a lot of TV shows, but which one had the best quality?
I mean, we got to talk about Blackish right now. That show is kind of carrying the torch for a lot of things. And they pissing some people off, but they also dropping some real.
I truly don't understand how.
Because whenever you're being honest about what's really going on out here in the world, you're going to have pushback.
But they're doing it in the most friendliest.
It don't matter. Anytime you're making people uncomfortable. It's beyond,
that's the purpose of art, though.
I mean, it's also when white people do it. When white people are like, man, y'all need to stop doing fucked up shit. They be like, first off, nigga, get your ass out. Get your ass out of here. On God, they ain't, man. Listen. You can't have that. You can't have people being honest on TV. Not brutally honest.
So do you prefer Blackish? Have you watched the spinoff?
Grownish?
Yeah, Grownish.
Oh, no, I haven't. But I barely watch TV. I mostly watch cartoons.
It's on, I think it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu, but it comes on Freeform.
So you watch it on Hulu, nobody has Freeform.
Yeah.
Okay.
At all.
But we already said The Cosby Show.
Cosby's best quality,
Different
content.
Different world, for sure.
I mean, I think Bernie Mac show to me had great quality content.
It was real. It was about real life family issues.
Like to hear him tell that story on the Kings of Comedy, and then 2 years later,
already the show came out, so perfect.
And so we
so perfect.
It
was consistent.
Visually see it, yeah.
Did y'all like Everybody Hates Chris?
Yeah,
I did too.
I did. I like the show.
I did.
Shout out to Tashina Arnold because she did that.
She's a fucking legend.
She is a low key, bro.
Warren, Everybody Hates Chris.
She's on another show now.
I was gonna say she's on the crappy.
What is that?
With Saturday Entertainment. That shit's crappy.
I don't know.
Is it really?
Never watched
Any show on CBS that's black related is crappy.
Really?
Wait, said he had another show. What was his show?
He had a show on TNT with Tiffany Haddish and Tracy Morgan.
Yeah,
that show.
Oh, the last OG.
Yeah, that's
I actually like that
season
show.
2's currently in rotation.
Oh, they got renewed for 3rd season.
Good for them.
Yeah, I like the show. Damn, Eric.
I'm not saying
I
it's
never even heard of that.
I'm not trying to say it's a slight, but I haven't watched it yet.
Is it good?
I like it. It's like
You would think with those 3 comedy people it'd be dope. Did anybody
It's not like extremely hilarious. It's like a lighthearted comedy here and there.
Did anybody here watch the real TV show that was on Fox? I think that counts.
I never watched an episode.
It was one season, right? They only got one season up out of that.
Yeah.
Barely one season, maybe.
Can I be honest?
Go ahead, feel free.
I
Terrible.
don't think Just Hilarious is funny, so I didn't watch the show.
That's not a hot take. That's just actual facts.
The thing is, for me, I don't think a lot of Instagram comedians are funny in real life because it's like you made a video in which you did 1,000 takes and pieced something together.
Too. Yeah, so it's different doing that versus being on a 23-minute comedy show where you got to be funny and develop a character.
Actually
have to have the talent to do that.
Yeah, that
consistently.
So I agree with that. I feel like it's of course some comedians out here on Instagram using it as a platform that are funny.
I feel bad saying that about a sister though. She's trying her best. I feel bad about.
No, but you didn't say she's a piece of shit and all kind of stuff. You just said I don't think she's funny.
I mean, seeing her on, I was like, why?
It felt like they was all trying too hard to be funny.
But then you also gotta look at the writers. Like she wasn't writing the shit.
I think I don't know. Gerard Carmichael was writing the shit. And I kind of liked his Gerard show on NBC.
Side note: Gerard Carmichael admitted to banging out dudes.
I'm not surprised.
All right, cool.
Who the fuck is Gerard Carmichael?
Is that his last name for real?
It is.
Carmichael, yeah. Writer. He had his own show.
Yeah, the Gerard Carmichael show. It was like it was every summer on NBC. That's how real.
You said Gerard?
Yeah, Gerard.
I actually like that show.
I would say that was a legit funny show. They tried to be controversial, but it was also legit real topics.
And he chose not to
come
back.
Well, I think they wanted too much control, and they was telling him he can't do this and do that.
Nah,
fuck that.
This is my show.
Right.
All right.
They had a good cast, a really good cast.
It was.
They balanced each other out.
He looks familiar.
Loretta Devine is everything.
Yes, she is. She doesn't get enough credit
at all.
So he be shoving his dick.
What other black shows have best content?
Shit. I think the Jeffersons in the 70s, it was really good content.
I love that show, man.
I mean, I guess that was supposed to be like the first like rich, wealthy black family like on TV. Before that, the narrative was
obviously Good Times.
I was about to say Good Times.
I mean, that's still relatable to this day.
Yeah, very much so.
Very powerful, man.
I guess that was like Jeffersons.
Fresh Prince
had
some real.
They had some.
I love when they got really real, like the whole father.
They kind of veered away from just all
being
comedy.
super stupid and funny, like
Carlton trying to be accepted by black people.
When Will got shot, and Carter was gonna get the gun to protect himself, and he told him, "Give me the gun." Like,
what about House of Pain? Don't ever listen to me when I said that.
Wait, what was House of Pain? Who was in House of Pain?
Tyler Perry. That's all you need to know.
It's not.
They had some moments. I remember skipping like the clips on YouTube. You'd be like, "Oh, that was kind of funny."
You want to talk about stereotypes?
It wasn't.
Yeah, we don't even talk.
Yeah.
Any Tyler Perry rated TV show.
Yeah.
Just
Meet the Browns was decent.
Not the TV show.
No.
All right.
Nah.
No.
I'll stick to some episodes of House of Pain were good to me. And then like
maybe the ones he didn't write and direct.
Ooh.
I thought he wrote and directed all of them.
I don't think he did all of them.
He rebooted that show.
I heard
Never watched an episode.
Is it still on TV?
I believe so. Wow. Can't get with it.
I mean, shout out to Tyler Perry. Keep getting your bags. But,
yeah.
I mean, man.
Keep employing all the people in Atlanta. We appreciate that.
Bring those jobs to Chicago.
I mean, that would be nice.
Because I think Lee Daniels leaving after next year.
Yeah. So Clap It Up Empire will end after season 6.
We calling it right now?
So glad Star was canceled.
You say you're so glad? I thought you said you didn't.
Never watched it, but I'm very glad that shit was canceled.
Oh no, that was a say he watched it.
Yeah, I was like, this shit is too much. People getting killed, stabbed, shot left and right.
It's just too many guest features to really get actual storyline.
Yeah, nobody can actually act.
That's how I feel about Empire though. You got legit actors, but it's too much of a mess going on to really decipher what the hell's going on.
I feel like Lee Daniels just went into the writer's room like, darling, make this happen now. And then just, it was like, what the fuck? What is the storyline now? All right, cool, Lee. All right.
But we need to expand this conversation to its own episode, I think. We can't decipher this just in like a good 20-minute conversation.
Specifically this. I just wanted to name like a lot of good black TV shows and just kind of.
There's probably 20 that we didn't name that had decent little runs. Like
LL
Cool J had a little.
That was legit funny. I
liked In the House.
Now I will say the UPN version was a lot more funnier than that dry ass NBC version.
I didn't even know it was an NBC version.
It was the first 2 seasons with Debbie Allen.
Fuck.
It came after The Fresh Prince. That's kind of where it was supposed to be like a funnier spin-off of it. But
I'm glad you know these things.
I watched it as a kid.
The UPN version.
This was when I watched TV. I don't watch TV now. So
First off, let's shout out UPN. Cause
WB.
Yeah, the game. When it was
oh my God, G. When that first came out, the game was decent.
That was everybody's fucking show.
The first 3 seasons and then the 5th season on BET with my.
Was it really?
Yeah. It was spin-off of Girlfriends.
So that last episode of Girlfriends that they never gave us a fucking, finishing episode to, Tia Murray and what's his name?
Well, that's not his character's name.
Derwin Ding Dong Davis. Yeah. They made like a cameo in that episode. I don't know if it was the last episode or it was an episode.
So it wasn't a true spinoff. They was just like, we just go.
No, it was a spinoff. No. Yeah. It was like when before they brought it in, they did a spinoff with Tia on there, and then it was a different character playing Derwin at the time, so darker skin character.
That's true.
And then they just had the episode
with them.
And
then
when they came back,
I forgot about this,
I was like, who is this dude?
Right. They was like, we gotta recast this cat. He looked too chocolate.
Nah, exactly. That's the basically.
I don't know. I'm just talking. I don't know.
No, that's what it was.
I don't know,
man. To light skin,
you're real dark, man.
No, you don't go light skin.
We need somebody lighter.
We need a little more lighter.
Appeal to the
Tia's light. We don't need anybody to be dark. We don't need.
Oh fuck.
We are so jaded as people. Jesus Christ.
Of course we are.
Of course,
jaded as fuck.
We were programmed this way.
Of course. Jeremy said we can name like 20 of them. It's a lot of shit out
here. That's what I'm saying. We need to extend this out.
And just go. Yeah. Next time I'm just going to write all of the shit down.
No, but I'll prefer having having a conversation. Oh shit, you're right. I forgot. I prefer that. Those type of conversations. Oh shit, you're right. I forgot about that.
Right.
Do y'all remember?
Like you didn't bring up being Mary Jane.
So do y'all remember when
I
watched Being Mary Jane. I still haven't watched this last.
I caught
season,
the end of
series finale.
The 2 episode series finale. I caught the end of it.
This shit went like downhill after.
How many seasons were there? 2. I mean, that was like it just went like a mess. It was a mess.
They just started doing way too much shit, and I was like, "What is this?" There was a show called Abby. Anybody remember that?
Abby.
With Sidney Poitier's daughter.
I kind of vaguely do. I vaguely do. I
think the show was off like one season.
I did not watch an episode of that.
That was me. Y'all know Tay Diggs had a show?
Yeah. Not the
he did?
Yeah.
What was that shit called? Kevin Hill.
Yeah, it was like a couple of seasons, I think.
They had a lot of cameos in
that was on CBS, wasn't it?
I thought that was on
either CBS or ABC.
I don't know. I remember that being
again any black show on CBS.
That might be syndication.
Nah, it was on CBS. One was made. He was on a major network with that show.
Had to be. There's a lot of white people on that show.
That was a school. Like it wasn't an all black cast, but it was like a high school based TV show.
It was a lot of white people on that show.
It was. I mean, it's just they did the main character.
Like it just wasn't random white people. It was like white actors, like top name white actors and actresses.
Let me ask y'all a question. What kind of black show do you think should be out now? If you could like build one now. What would your ideal black show be?
I'm not going to build that because I'm writing scripts as we speak, so I'm not going to build it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, but just original content, just about real life stuff, man.
I mean, basically, I would definitely want to do a show, based on like right now, our age.
You forgot the fucking Wire, G.
Fuck my life.
That's what I said. This needs to be extended beyond.
Yo, Wire top 5. Sorry, it's in there. It's in there. It's top 5. It's not a true sitcom, right? It's not because HBO produced that, and they put a lot of money into their shit.
Yeah, and you can be on cable. You can be all.
And anybody remember The Corner? Is that what it was called?
The Corner. What the hell?
It was like before The Wire. And it was kind of like a similar version. Then Wire came out, and everybody was like, "This is legit."
Yo, I liked Oz when it first came out too, man.
I was gonna say,
would New York Undercover be considered a black show?
Nah.
I don't know what that is.
New York Undercover.
It's a Dick Wolf production.
What?
Has Dick Wolf ever had just an all black show?
That was the closest thing you're gonna have. I mean, it was on the Black Hour block with Martin and Living Single on Thursdays, and Living Color also, I believe, still on at that time.
Shout out to Dick Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, SVU. I mean, that's the greatest show of all time.
Oh, y'all, we gotta come back and do this. Cause
I just said that 20 times.
Calm down, Eric. Fucking heard you all 20 times.
But we will come back and do this.
Yeah, because it's now I'm just sitting here thinking.
It's a ton of shows.
Man, okay, cool.
Trash, Genius, Good. What's lacking? What's missing? Lack of creativity.
We might have to have like a continuation next week.
But Atlanta, currently.
See, but I've never really watched past.
But I would say this: Atlanta is ideally the idea of what I want to do, but in a different box per se, because that's the field I'm in, or familiar with.
All right, so we're gonna move on and just to piggyback off what Eric said. Speaking of box, Jeremy, can you do me a favor?
Yo.
Ready? Can you please? Very politely. Can you please stick your hand in my box? Yeah, in my box. 2 questions.
Okay.
You better not lie.
What's the name of a person that you owe money to but refuse to pay them back? That's easy. I still owe my school $1,500. I don't really want my fucking. I don't really need my diploma. No, I don't need my. I already walked, so fuck it.
You got the pictures.
Big shout. Big shout.
Oh, congrats! I didn't say congrats. Congrats, by the way.
Columbia College.
I would never fucking pay them back either.
So, what's something that you've spent a ridiculous amount of money on?
These questions suck.
That's okay. Music equipment. Ridiculous amount of money on music equipment.
What's the ridiculous amount?
Man, the brand new trombone that I wanted was like $3,400.
The fuck?
Did you pay?
Nah, I ended up getting one for $1,000 from one of my former teachers.
Okay.
I bought a machine, and I bought the keyboard. The keyboard was like $300-400. The machine itself was like $600. You know what I'm saying? That was a stack right there.
I'm too poor for these things.
Listen, man. Listen. Give me one more. Find something controversial.
Okay, cool. You can keep, digging in my box. That's what people do.
Okay.
Keep at it, man. Until I feel sad.
Oh, shit!
Great!
What's the name of the person you had the best sex with?
That's great. What's her name?
Rachel.
That don't even sound legit.
Yo, it was my first girlfriend.
What's Rachel's last name?
I'm not doing that to her. She came up here and moved. She ran away from her boyfriend and ran back down to Florida to be with her guy, to be with her baby daddy.
Not a white girl.
Nah, she black.
Is this why you out here trying to wreck homes?
So you wrecked home?
No, I'm trying to wreck my Facebook crush home. Fuck whoever she with, nigga. I'm coming for you.
Fuck
you in trouble. You in trouble.
Okay, sir.
Yep.
Shout out to Rachel for giving you the best sex you ever had.
Not the best pussy, but definitely the best sex.
What?
It's a difference. There's a difference.
Explain to me what the difference is, because I don't have sex, so let me know.
What?
What?
Come on, man. Get it together, man.
What's the difference between...
So sex is about chemistry. Good coochie is good coochie. You born with good coochie. You know what I'm saying?
Enough said. Very simple explanation, I guess.
Right? You used to run into a dude with a big dick. You'd be like, damn!
You just had that for no reason, guy. Hey, guy, what are you doing out with all that dick?
Right. And then you do it and you like, man, this was terrible.
Absolutely atrocious.
That's the difference.
It's not the size.
That's the difference.
It's not the size that counts. It's the size that counts. All right, cool. So, teaching.
The more you know. Look. Oh shit! I'm knocking shit over. The more
you know.
The more you know.
All right, cool. I'm gonna dig in my own box. Purple.
Rachel, I just gave you a shout out with your punk ass. You better fucking call me.
Yeah.
Why do you want her to call you?
My God.
Because we used to be friends until she just ran away. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Plus, you owe me money, so give me my bread.
That's why she's running.
I love you, boo, but give me my fucking bread.
I love you, girl. Give me my motherfucking money. Please come back to me.
No, we ain't gotta come back.
And my $20.
On baby. Give me my money.
God.
On me.
Buddy ass tripping, man.
Shit. Hell yeah. No, shawty ass tripping. Shit, shawty ass tripping.
Buddy ass.
Chicago trying to steal buddy.
Like literally.
They don't say shawty, they say buddy ass tripping on.
Buddy ass. Goof ass boy.
Man, goofy ass chick over there, man.
Goof ass. Oh, do y'all know that Chicago dudes get real mad? Like if you turn them down.
Hell, every guy gets mad.
But Chicago dudes be like, hey, let me show
you. Yeah, because you got an image to uphold. And if she treats you, you like, hold on, G. Don't talk to me like I'm some motherfucking goofy.
Like, do you have to go in so hard?
No, you don't.
No, it just be like, okay, can I get your number? And I was like, no.
Man,
thanks for asking. Alright, goof ass bitch.
Oh, niggas is disrespectful.
My God, sir. I said
niggas is disrespectful as fuck out here, G.
I mean,
I had a whole conversation.
Big face ass.
Damn, this shit. I'm trying to talk to
Look you at.
Right.
Bald head ass.
Oh, man.
Ain't your hangway, bitch.
You like you stink anyway. Oh, okay, cool. So
Glad
I didn't give you my number.
Exactly.
Alright, cool.
Stuck up ass, bitch.
Bitch, I'll still fuck you on God. No, you won't, because then it's gonna be rape. Like, sir.
Right.
Calm down. Alright, y'all. My question is, I answer all this shit. Where's the craziest place you've had sex?
Yeah, you did answer that.
Y'all done this already on here? Let's do something else then.
I mean, I don't remember what I said the last
Just
time.
make something up right now.
It's
all about being a podcast.
Thank you
It's all
for
about you
remembering,
hosting.
Eric. It was Grant Park.
I have a good memory.
Just in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
With people walking past.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rashad. did that, sir.
All right, Rashad. Wherever you at, bro. You did that for us, G. For us. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know it at the time, but right now, yeah.
All right, next question. I answered this too, but my answer's going to be different this week. Who did you have the worst sex with? So y'all know last time if you watched the show, it was Antonio, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry, Antonio. She just put you on blast.
This week, it's going to be Michael. Michael Knight. What's your name?
So this, and you said his last name too?
I mean, I don't give a shit.
That's fucked up.
That was the worst sex I ever had in my whole entire life. The whole time I was just laying there thinking, like, first off, are we even fucking? Like, I don't feel anything. Secondly, this is dumb.
What was the problem?
He was the problem. I was just like, this is dumb. This whole thing is stupid and it's dumb. And that's the worst sex I ever had. Antonio and Michael. And don't remember the other guy's name.
Damn. That's fucked up.
Listen. I would put another... my God. Some of y'all are so lucky I have, a little bit of respect for y'all on today, because next week is going to be a different story. I'm going to do 3 questions. Did you do 3?
Yeah, I did.
I feel like I'm cheating. All right, cool. Last question in my box. There's a lot of space in there. My God. I don't want to answer that. Answer that last week. Y'all see how spacious my box is? Where I can just be like, keep pulling things out of it.
Yeah, you get your whole hand in there.
Yeah, I can actually put 2 hands in here.
Oh, Lord.
So, it's
There's
cool.
a lot of space in that box.
Yeah. I pulled out like 45 questions. What's the biggest lie that you've told? I think last time I told y'all that, something about crashing my mama's car. Definitely did that. She definitely had a Mercedes-Benz.
You lied about selling your mom's car?
Yeah, I definitely lied to her about that.
Oh. So you told her you didn't?
Yeah, you know, tricked on me the neighbors. They told my grandma, it's like, we saw her driving. My mom was like, nah, she would never drive my car. She doesn't have a license. And I was like, you're right. I would never drive my car. But I really did.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Probably telling these niggas that they were great at sex. I think that's probably the biggest lie I've ever told.
Who's your worst, E?
What's that?
In the sack. Who's the worst?
Worst in the sack.
I'm not gonna say her name.
Say my name, say my name. When no one is around you.
You're a true gentleman.
I mean, I guess I get where you come from, but that's the difference between having good sex and having good cooch.
Yeah, it's a difference.
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to keep that private.
I mean, I definitely lied about like telling dudes that I liked them, when in actuality I knew I could feel.
You know what the difference is about like most guys?
What?
Like, as a guy, you could just have a bad day, but you can't. There ain't nothing you can do about like having whack coochie.
Man.
Like you better have some bomb ass head.
You can have a bad day with just like bad coochie.
Nah.
I haven't.
Because here's the thing. The girl that I'm thinking about, like I definitely had sex with. Nah, definitely not her. But she definitely didn't have the best coochie either. But it was pretty good. But like the girl I'm thinking about, I had sex with her more than once, and every time it was just like, man, your shit just trash, G.
I haven't ever had
trash.
What's trash coochie?
Trash. It's just trash. It's just trash. It's probably dry. All girls come different. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You know what I mean? And if you take forever and your shit kind of, nah, G, man.
Then it's just like.
It's like having a little dick and you come fast.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it now.
Yeah, G. Yeah. That's trash.
Your guy from last week, right?
She added another guy to the list.
Michael.
Next week she'll have another guy on the list.
Yeah.
Y'all better watch out.
You
better watch out for Mimi, because if your shit ain't tight, she putting you on fucking blast, bro.
You will be put. They know this.
Damn, that's crazy.
They get put on blast.
That's why I don't mess with like famous chicks, bro. Oh God, I do not mess with other I do not mess with like girls who are also in the entertainment field.
I haven't smashed like an actual creative yet. Like outside the creative that's similar to me, I haven't smashed somebody like that.
Definitely smashed some creative.
I have. I thought it would be better too.
Me too.
And it's not.
It's really not. It's just like you're only creating.
You ain't smashed the right one yet, the correct one yet.
I smashed some white dudes.
Me too.
Smashed
Not white dudes.
I would say white dudes. What the fuck?
White dudes.
On a level 1 to 10, how heterosexual I am, 50. So sorry, white guys. You can't have my butt.
Yes, 50.
Yeah.
All right. 98%.
Wait, what did you think about that? What did you think about?
What?
Like white dudes, what it was, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so one of them.
Because dick is dick.
What? No, it's not.
Kind of is.
No.
If that's the case, pussy's pussy. Then.
It is.
Says who?
It is. Sorry.
Dick is not dick. All dick ain't good dick and dick and dick.
What I'm saying is, once it's in, it's in. And once I'm inside, I'm like, all right, now I'm judging you. Color goes out the window. I'll try to see how good your box is. So
yeah, nobody's thinking about fucking color when you in the middle of sex.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dick is dick.
I mean, only one. What's his name? Lawrence.
All right, Lawrence.
Hey there, guy.
Hope you represented your culture well, bro.
Sound like he's HR somewhere.
He did.
See, look at that.
Lawrence in the motorcycle gang.
Oh, good.
So he hung around a lot of black dudes.
I would say he sound like he got some black in him.
They taught him a few things.
True.
Shout out to Lawrence. Yeah, if I remember your last name, I'd say it.
Don't do that to him.
I don't remember. And then Jeremy.
True.
Don't remember Jeremy's last name at all. What the fuck?
You represent our name well, bruh.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
Hey, man. My name ring bells out here.
Wow. First off, calm down. Calm down.
Ask about me.
No, we won't ask about
Hey,
you.
I got bona fides. Just saying.
You got bona fide?
God damn it.
I'm just being honest, G.
All right, cool. So we're moving on.
All right.
Yeah, let's get into some shout outs of the motherfucking week. All right, first off, I want to give a shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother Rob, aka Scooty, because we don't ever call each other by our actual government name. Had drinks, food, and a little bit of casino with my brother.
True.
So it's actually really cool. We used to be best friends growing up, and we kind of drifted off, but it's really cool for me to like see how we're like getting back to that space again.
Is he older than you or younger than you?
He's older than me.
So,
4 years older than me. Shout out to my bro. We won us some money at the slot machines, playing shits like old people. Shout out to all his Mexican friends. They're really nice people. Bought us a lot of drinks. And then shout out to the friends Laura and Channing, my coworkers, for the girls' day. Appreciate it. That's it. I don't really have no shout outs. Jeremy, who your shout outs go to?
I'm gonna shout out you and Eric.
Hey.
I'm gonna shout out my old school.
Oh, okay, cool.
I already said the name once, so I'm not gonna say it again. Yeah, I'm gonna shout them out, and I'm gonna shout out all the young people that are going through prom right now.
Oh yeah, it is prom season.
It is though. I saw a send off yesterday in the rain, and it didn't matter because they was out there. They was out there, G.
We out here.
Yeah. So big shout out to them, and big shout out to all the kids that's gonna be graduating class of 2019.
Tis cool.
Much love.
Man.
Expands the real world.
Side note, talking to my coworker the other day, who happens to be 21, and I feel old as fuck. And she asked me, she's like, her birthday's coming up. She's like, hey, you want to come and hang with me? I'm like, sure. And she was like, how old are you? Just randomly. And I'm like, 30. And she was like, wow. I was like, I don't like your wow. I didn't like the way you did that. You know? But then I sat there and I was like, my God.
You're 30.
She's a child. I am. Don't I look it? No. Because I look, what? 21. Thanks for saying that. All right, so cool.
Yeah, we're 21.
All right, y'all, we're moving on to They're Free. My advice for this week is simply this. Like, a lot of my friends, all of my friends are responsible as fuck. Like, we go to work, we do what we're supposed to do, pay our bills, do shit on time, always doing the right thing, half of the time. We're like always trying to do the right thing and make sure everything is taken care of. So my advice for this week is treat yourself to something good. Like, it's okay to go out and spend some money on whatever you want. that purse that costs way too much fucking money, those new shoes, that trip, plane tickets, you want to go trade in your car, make sure you do it responsibly, and you know what the fuck you're doing. Whatever, you want to go blow some money on dinner, drinks, basketball game, whatever you want to do, it's okay. Like, treat yourself to something good, because you're always being responsible, you're always doing what you're supposed to do, which is great. That's the adult thing, the responsible thing to do. But it's also, when you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your mental health, physical health, make sure you also treat yourself to something good, just so you can feel good about the fact that you are doing the right thing and you're being responsible. So that's the advice for this week. Y'all, we come to the end of the motherfucking show. End of the show. Jeremy, tell the people, how can they follow you on the internet? So, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow me at... You can follow me at the Rtisan, the Rtisan. I'm on YouTube with Eric, doing the Shot Town Down podcast, which eventually we're going to rename and make it something official. Shot Town Down? Yeah.
Sounds like some fucking stepper set.
It does, but I like it.
It's got a nice little ring to it, man.
It
does. It rolls off the tongue real nice. Shot Town Down. See, you could just say it.
Don't ever change that.
See, I'm thinking about keeping it, but I know he's not really feeling it.
It's not about Eric. It's not about
I mean, I need him. That's why I kind of want it to.
That's fine. That's fine. But it's not about him.
Oh man.
Rtisan, YouTube.
Yeah. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
You also need to be dope for other music artists, other creatives besides me.
Oh, 100%. It's all there. Go check it out.
Yeah.
It's all there.
Dope interviewer.
And what upcoming projects you have coming up?
Oh, I got a studio session coming up in mid-June. It's actually, I'm going to be singing some jazz.
Boom.
Yeah.
Do you need somebody to scat?
Can you scat?
Yeah.
Really? I'm going to send you the chords and I'm going to see what you can do.
Did you hear me?
I did.
Boom.
We can have a scat battle because I scat a lot.
Because I be scatting and shit.
Yeah. All right.
In the house.
Yeah.
By myself.
True.
I'm a scatter. Alright, cool. So what happens?
Oh, man.
Every day, all day.
True.
What else you doing besides scatting? What you got coming up?
I need to book some more interviews.
Boom.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, definitely.
I might have something for you.
Bro, boom. So I got something to eat coming up.
Boom. And me.
Boom.
And so, bitch nigga will rock your dome. There, boom. What's happening? What? Boom. What's happening?
Hey.
Boom. It's on.
It's on.
Bitch nigga will rock your dome.
Yo, dome.
Boom. What's happening?
Hey.
What? Boom. What's happening?
Hey.
What? All right, cool.
That was early 2000s for the young bucks out there.
Please.
Get up with it.
They go by the name of One Yin Gang Twins. What happened to them?
What's that whisper song?
I'm
yeah.
gonna eat that pussy.
Hey, like. That's all I remember.
I thought it was soft.
Oh, maybe that was it too. Shout out to Free for being on that remix.
Free could rap.
Yeah, she could. Hey, Free, how you doing, girl?
Free from
106.
106.
I didn't know she could rap.
Yeah, she was a rapper.
She got bars.
She was actually putting out a rap album. Then I think the whole 106 fiasco happened, and now she's doing radio. And
AJ couldn't get no ass, and then he was mad.
That was all the rumors that Jay-Z was getting ass because he didn't put a line in one of his songs off his whack album. Like, yeah, he wouldn't do Free because he got Beyonce.
Shout out to Free because back during that time, Free was in everybody's song.
She did a lot of songs.
But
she did a lot of songs. She was on Redman for
about one in Smash.
She was bad.
Shout out to Free.
You know, AJ was just great.
I think she's almost 50.
I don't remember her being that cute.
She was.
Yeah.
Don't do Free like that.
She was nice.
All right, y'all. Make sure y'all go follow Vibez Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Vibez with a Z. Follow Vibez on Instagram at AskVibez, AskVibez. Y'all shoot us an email if you have some topics of the show or you want to be on the show and you're in the Chicago area. Yeah, shoot us an email at askvibez@gmail.com.
Gotta make sure you got that disclaimer on this show.
We like to curse niggas out.
She got some hips though.
Fuck. Follow us. Go subscribe.
That happened after
to the podcast. While they keep talking, y'all go subscribe. Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Y'all keep having this side conversation.
Just got talk.
iHeartRadio.
Roberta got talk.
All that shit. Shut. I was about to say shut up for free.
Shut up for free.
Y'all go subscribe to this goddamn podcast and tell your friends to listen to the damn
Tell your friends, tell their daddies.
Oh, tell your friend to tell her daddy.
Well, she was kind of hot.
That I'm trying to be in the mall, fucking know her daddy.
Yeah, that's peak free.
Boom. All right,
I don't
y'all.
remember looking like that on 160 Park though.
Make sure y'all go follow me. Y'all wanna follow me? Follow me on what the fuck am I on? IG and Twitter.
IG, Twitter, Mimi
the actress.
You're an actress. Remember that.
Y'all can follow me on Snapchat too at Viola Davis is Snot.
Oh yeah, I love that caption.
Thank you so
Viola
much.
Davis is what?
Snot.
In every movie she has
that shit is epic.
Particularly Fences.
Fences.
That's how she get her Oscars.
Every episode of How to Get Away with Murder.
It's not. This is how she get all her awards.
Oh man.
It's not.
I never
because she has talent.
Just like Denzel Washington gets nominated every time he does.
By pointing like this.
Yeah.
And
being threatened. Yeah.
In the face.
He definitely has a very particular set of threatening voices.
Yep, he does.
I'm gonna put cases on all you niggas.
On all of you niggas. All right, y'all.
It's been real. Thanks for having me.
That's the show. Goddamn horse. That's it, horse. Oh yeah, make sure y'all listen to this song of the week, Smino with Tequila Mockingbird. This is my joint. He's talking about tequila, and he's also talking about mockingbirds. He's not talking about either of that shit. He's probably talking about drugs. But I like the song. Listen to the shit. Catch us next week. We out.
Yes.
That was almost 2 hours.
God damn it.